It is Money Monday, a segment here at 4 o'clock where we talk about easy to understand ways to navigate our finances. We do it with the help of our friend and financial expert, Paul Hood from Hood CPAs. Paul, when I saw you on the schedule today, I couldn't believe it, buddy. It's Labor Day.
Yeah.
And I was so excited on a holiday you'd still join us.
Well, you know, Labor Day, like I told you, is the day my employees get off paid. I still got to work.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to see you, my friend. We're going to start with Tony. Tony says, I'm a small business owner who is really counting on the holiday retail season. What are your thoughts and your predictions about spending this holiday season during the pandemic?
Well, Tony, I wish I had a crystal ball or something. That would be great. The reality is you have to look at, we try to hold everything as constant as possible. Regardless of your political views, I think it's going to be contingent upon a lot of it on the election, primarily because if Trump wins, then people know where he stands. They know kind of what to expect. And people hate change. So, you know, if Biden wins, then there's maybe a little bit, unknown there with respect to the economic situation. What I would tell Tony is the same thing we tell all our clients is, to be successful, sometimes you have to pivot. So to start thinking outside the box, don't just rely on everything being the same. So let's try to be creative and think outside the box to ensure that you've got that money coming in.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, especially during the pandemic, during this holiday time. All right, Mark says, as we end near the end of the year, how important is it to max out our contributions when it comes to 401k, Roth IRA? 401k, of course, you have a lot more money you can invest than your Roth.
Yeah. So Brian, the best thing to do is just set a fixed amount every month and invest. It's a concept called dollar cost averaging. If the market's high, yay, you're happy your portfolio's high. If the market's low, double yay because you're buying things on sale. 401k, typically it's not something you can change very often, once or twice a year, so you have to set it and forget it. And the good thing for him to know is a Roth, you don't have to make those contributions by the end of the year. You have till April 15th to make them for next year that still count for this year, whether it's a regular IRA or a Roth. So the key is find a level and do it every single month. Then you can make up some stuff when it comes time for taxes.
On the flip side too, you can start investing right for 2021 earlier than.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm bad about that because I just kind of dump in. And I know I need to be more strategic.
It's best set it and forget it. Yeah. Very systematic.
All right. Jonathan writes in, what should I take into consideration when it comes to selling our starter home? We're looking to move into our second home and haven't sold a house before. What are the do's and what are the don'ts?
Well, I would tell him to talk to an expert in real estate. Talk to your listing agent, somebody who has a lot of experience. Because the decisions you go into, Brian, is should I update this? Should I paint? What colors to paint? I like a certain color. Well, today it's white and gray. I don't like white and gray in a house. So when we got ready to sell, we've sold several pieces of property lately, and I have to bite my tongue and not do what I want, but do what is selling. So I would talk to a real estate professional and see what's selling, have them walk through the house, because you can do little simple things that are going to upgrade. The big thing to remember is most people, when they buy a house, they don't have a lot of money to put into the house. So if you can put a little bit of money into it so that they can walk in and it's ready, then you can sell it a lot faster.
Always easier the second time around with anything like that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the first time's always a little nerve-wracking. All right, go rest, would you? Get a hot fudge sundae somewhere and just rest for the rest of the day. All right. Good to see you, Paul. Thank you. And if you're watching right now, you have a financial question you'd like for me to ask Paul next week, it's as simple as sending an email. You can send your question right now to moneymonday@griffin.news and we'll get it on.